Liverpool was disappointed as they suffered a 3-3 draw against Brighton at Anfield on Sunday. Jurgen Klopp's side had a 2-goal lead at one point, but the Seagulls fought back to earn a point. The Liverpool boss made no excuses and vowed that his team would fight through their current tough spell. After dropping points in their last two games, Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool was looking to pick up some valuable points against Brighton on Sunday. Unfortunately for the Reds, they struggled to hold on to their 2-goal advantage and eventually succumbed to a 3-3 draw. In his post-match speech, the Liverpool manager made it clear that there is still plenty of fight in his team and that they will not give up on their title bid. Keep an eye out for these guys in the coming weeks, they are definitely worth watching. Today's headlines. 1. Jurgen Klopp vows that Liverpool will fight through a difficult spell. 2. The Reds have been struggling recently, and Klopp is adamant that they will come out the other side. 3. He credits the team's unity and togetherness for their recent success and believes that they can still compete at the top level. 4. Liverpool is currently in 11th place in the Premier League, but Klopp is confident that they can improve and return to the top. Report and highlights: Liverpool 3-3 Brighton. Webster OG gave Liverpool a second-half lead, assist, none. Liverpool drew level as Firmino completed a comeback, assist, Diaz. Firmino have the deficit after VAR review, assist, Salah. Brighton was in the driving seat as Trossard scored second, assist, March. Trossard struck for Seagulls within the first 4 minutes, assist, Welbeck. Report, Liverpool 3-3 Brighton. Leandro Trossard scored a sublime hat-trick to earn Brighton a share of the spoils in a pulsating 3-3 draw at Anfield. Condemning Liverpool to their 4th draw of a far underwhelming Premier League campaign. The Belgian international had the visitors firmly in the driving seat, scoring twice inside the opening 20 minutes to give his side a 2-goal advantage before Roberto Firmino clawed the Reds back into the tie with 2 strikes either side the break. Liverpool then completed the turnaround just past the hour when Trent Alexander-Arnold's corner confused the Brighton box, inadvertently hitting Adam Webster before rolling over the line. But Brighton was far from finished, and when substitute Kaoru Maitoma's cross ran through to the far post, Trossard was on hand to fire home in the 83rd minute. Before moving on, please like, share and subscribe. Welcome to our channel Football Reels. Liverpool 3-3 Brighton. Sky Sports' Zinny Boswell. Liverpool grew as the game wore on, but they still make defensively uncharacteristic mistakes throughout the team. While Brighton was impressive in the first half, it felt too easy for the visitors at Anfield today. It is becoming a familiar feeling for Liverpool. For the 5th time in 7 Premier League games this season, the Reds conceded the first goal on Saturday, on this occasion, to an energetic and fearless Brighton side looking to impress their new boss Roberto De Zerbi. After winning 16 of their 19 games in the second half of last season to finish just 1 point behind champions Manchester City, Jurgen Klopp's side is now finding their game plans going out of the window before half-time. Stirring fightbacks have got them out of holes in previous campaigns, and this looked like being a throwback to one of those, but poor defending once again allowed the Seagulls in late on as the unmarked Leandro Trossard struck at the back post to snatch a 3-3 draw and complete his hat-trick. Even after recovering from 2-0 down to 3-2 up in the second half, Klopp was not confident his side would see the game out. "We weren't convincing enough," he said. "I could not say I was 100% convinced we wouldn't concede. We have to fight through this. The boys can play much better. We need stability, consistency and top defending." The point leaves Liverpool 9th in the table and 11 points behind leaders Arsenal, albeit with a game in hand, and Klopp knows his side needs to rediscover what is missing as quickly as possible. "We are under pressure." More dropped points is another blow to Liverpool's hopes of challenging the title. It may be early, but last season set the standard, and every point dropped is a big deal in this era. Already Liverpool are 11 points behind leaders Arsenal, although they do have a game in hand. What an introduction to the Premier League for Roberto De Zerbi. He will be proud of the way his side played today. Leandro Trossard put in an unbelievable performance to become the 3rd opposition player to score a hat-trick at Anfield. The first since 2009. This last season, Liverpool was unbeaten in the Premier League, having won 4 and drawn 3 of their first 7 games. However, they have managed just 2 wins from their 7 league games, the thumping 9-0 win against Bournemouth and a 2-1 defeat of Newcastle. But even in that game against Eddie Howe's side, the Reds conceded first. In all competitions, They have conceded the first goals in 7 of their 9 games this season, and Klopp knows this is something that has to be resolved quickly. We are under pressure, he admitted. We want to do better, and we want more points, to be higher up in the table. But we were 2-0 down to a really good opponent. We have to keep working. Liverpool defender Joel Matip accepts that home performances have not been good enough this season. It wasn't our game and it started from the beginning. We have to improve, he said. I don't care who is coming, we just have to step up and do better. Do teams play differently against Liverpool? Why is Liverpool struggling to get on the front foot? Klopp feels that part of it is down to the confidence of the players at the moment, but also how teams set up against his side. The Brighton setup surprised us. We had no idea what they would do, said the German. He added, it happens quite frequently that teams do differently against us than what we can prepare for if we don't play them like the 5th, 6th or 7th time. Against Brighton, I'm not sure if it was a slow start, but it was a start where the gaps in areas they attacked were too big. Former England striker Alan Shearer told BBC Match of the Day, Liverpool looked leggy, lethargic and tired. If it was a one-off, we are so used to looking at Liverpool and their high energy, but there was none of that. It has happened a few times. Liverpool should have been 4-0 down after 30 minutes. At times, they couldn't cope with Brighton. Title hopes in danger already? So what is the solution? Klopp was unable to offer an immediate answer in his post-match news conference on Saturday, other than they need to find a way for the players to get their confidence back quickly. We have to keep working, he said. It is a moment we have to keep going through together. I cannot say what everyone wants to hear. It is just the reality. Next up for Liverpool is the Champions League tie against Rangers on Tuesday before what already appears to be a huge game in the title race as the Reds head to league leaders Arsenal on Sunday, 9th of October. Lose that, and Liverpool would be 14 points behind the Gunners, a tally that even at this early stage of the season would appear difficult to overcome.